Enrami bro video B of Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. Yeah, workers a Kennedy a compre ko Agyapong. Ebe 2 franc ade ama NPP no be win 2028 no. Me de bra o me ekokotie no mu nsem e de ba no wotresa aka mienu bi a e wo so de beka ho ne ade ade no beka ho e beje boom. Na enam no ka sei shockingly Black Rasta enso aba beka to say ebra wote say Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Abe stating clearly say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Tumundana Kennedy ebe overcome no. Anye ne wonwa eye ne wonwa so no because Kennedy a compare ko Agyapong. People know him as na no ya omuade o kase tie mpanifo say ni say enti ne nkrofo mpenasem na baby obia dwen kono Prophet Bernard L. Bernard adwena nko kire say Kennedy be wini na wono no what say Prophet Bernard L. Bernard or respecting it too much because every bia na wonji Prophecies endi or ko bookshop ko to book na papa ne book no okoto ye okoto we na ofre no na wose papa ne to no book kan nko abremu esumasem hintasam bi e de kire na afie firi won obeti prophecy di ye enti papa ne de ofre ni agro enti otisa papa na ka se kire dia compre ko Agyapong ebe yuni de osime yi wono so ajoin ni wa join company kire se won for Prophet Bernard L. Bernard ndi agro on ndi agro na busia jebre ni nkwati mra
Bawumia shocked as Kennedy Agyapong wins NPP primaries. Get me the photo of this prophet called Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. It all started with Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. He's a prophet that I love and admire. In fact, there was a time I started seeing stars. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I have never been stressed to the point where I will go gaga. My brother, my sister, I will have dreams and they will happen 2 days, 3 days later. I'll be walking by people and I'll hear a certain name in my ear. I will mention the name and they will turn back and say, did you call me? Things like that. I thought I was going through a certain kind of spiritual phase. So I decided to seek and understand what it was. You know, I was at TB Joshua's church, Scone. And he told me what he told me. May he rest in peace. I truly miss him. And then, before I went to TB Joshua, I had to understand what it was to say prophecy. So I went into a shop and then a bookshop. And then this person was selling Christian books, a lady. And I asked her, tell me, you have books on prophecy? She said, yes. Then she picked 1 or 2 for me. And I looked at them. Then I asked her, which prophet do you think is key in Ghana, number 1? Because I didn't know anything about prophets. For me, they were all liars and thieves, and I didn't want to deal with them, right? Yeah, some of them are even chased physically out of some radio stations and all that. My brother, my sister, which was wrong. In fact, opinions are like noses. Yours should end where somebody else's begins, right? My brother, my sister. Now, the lady directed me to Bernard L. Bernard. And when I called him, bam, he answered, surprisingly. And I told him who I was. He was shocked to say, the Black Rasta from Takrady. I said, yes. He said, long story cut short, I went to meet him in his church and he gave me some prophecies. In fact, he made me meet him at home. And he gathered his prophets and they told me things from when I was only 2 years old. This is Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. I've told this story over and over. He told me things. His prophets were saying things to me. Then he himself, humbly, he said, I've gathered all these prophets so that what I don't see, they may see and tell you. My brother, my sister, and the prophet started firing at me. Interesting things. For the first time, I had some kind of, I don't know, I got cold and really humbled. A lot of people say I am a humble soul when they meet me, but that day, I was truly humbled to the ground. When Bernard L. Bernard opened his mouth, he told me something that happened to me when I was only 2 years old. Me and my mother. I was just too young to even remember. So he asked me, is your mother alive? I said, yes. Please call her and speak with her. I called my mother, put it on speaker, And she confirmed, she said, yes, this was where it happened like this and like that. But your father told us never to tell you till you get of age. I said, but I'm 40 plus now. Why have you kept it? He said, it really escaped us. She told me this. It took Bernard to tell me that. He prophesied the coming of Mahama. He announced what time the results will be mentioned. Everything came to pass amidst all the insults. Hey! And then he rocked the hornet's nest. You understand that phrase, right? He rocked the honest nest. The hornet is a kind of bird. He rocked the nest. My brother, my sister, when he prophesied for Kennedy, Agyapong, a man many people see as a loose cannon. I have disagreed with him on so many different occasions, my brother, my sister. Oh gosh. Sometimes he can be careless. Other times he can just be abusive and insulting. In fact, Ahmed Swale's murder was hooked to his neck like an albatross. My brother, my sister, he struggled so hard to be able to clear his name. And that is still hanging around him. He and Admiral Anas went into a hot tango. And Anas has gone back to court to sue him one more time for calling him a murderer. He is one of the guys standing for the NPP primaries for presidential position in the party. Interestingly, when he started, nobody gave him a chance. It was Bernard who prophesied. Many attacked him, and he told them, I saw my vision, and I'm telling you, why are you angry? You to go and see your vision. But Musa Dankwa, the most credible pollster in our time, the most credible pollster, somebody who deals with election statistics and all that, this guy here, nobody gave him a chance when he predicted these elections using scientific analysis and statistics. Musa Dankwa, my brother, my sister, has predicted again. Ha! And this time around, information reaching me has said that the Bawumia camp has become a volcanic hotbed. The crater has exploded and magma is splashing all over the place. What did Musa Dankwa say? Look at the report. Watch this. Hey, a recent definitive poll by Global Info Analytics reveals a seismic, and when they say seismic, it has to do with volcanicity, earthquakes, and all that. My brother, my sister, a seismic shift within the New Patriotic Party. Now, the data conclusively demonstrates that the most popular candidate is not just a competitor, but is statistically the most popular candidate with the momentum required to secure victory in the 2028 general election. And it came out that it's a two-horse race. Agyapong can go and drink cocoa and sleep. He has no chance. Dr. Yao Osei Educhum can go and eat fufu and a benkwine and sleep. He does not have any chance. Including my very good friend K.A.A. Kobne J. Agyapong. He can go and smoke ntampi and sleep. He stands no chance. My brother, my sister, it's only two people who stand a chance. These two guys. And they are at each other's necks. Kennedy Agyapong is not a man who wants to deal with statistics. He wants to go on the ground and break the ground. Kennedy Agyapong is a man who is not interested in book long. He doesn't even like education. He is raw, rough and tough. He hits the ground running. Whilst Bawumia is busily speaking big English, Shakespearean English, he, if given the chance, he will speak pidgin to the people. Better still, Tree, where he's most fluent. My brother, my sister, Kennedy Agyapong. Hi! Now look at what the information is in Musa Dankwa's thing. My brother, my sister, flip it. It's a two-horse race. Flip the page. My brother, my sister. And look at what it gave. He interviewed 3,404 participants. And Bawumia had 1,705. Kennedy Agyapong had 1,699. In terms of percentages, Bawumia has 50.09%. ahead of Kennedy Agyapong, who was 49.91. Now, if you decide mathematically, in fact, how do they call it, to approximate it to the next decimal, it means Kennedy also has 50%. But let's hear from Musa Dankwa himself. He says the raw numbers from this two-way contest tell a story of stunning parity, which itself is a defeat for the perceived front runner and a victory for the grassroots champion. Serious. We are finished talking. He's saying that the raw numbers from the two-way contest tell a story of stunning parity, stunning, shocking parity. Like that, which itself is a defeat for the perceived front runner. You are the front runner. You are the one everybody is looking at. Now you are at par with a grassroots person who people say doesn't speak good English, he's abusive, he's running around doing nonsensical things, and so on and so forth. If he's at par with you, then you have lost. And it's not even time for the elections yet. That means given time, the prophecy of Bernard L. Bernard could come to pass. But let's look at it deeper. Come back there. Let's conclude it. Come back. Okay, so what he's saying is that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has 50.09% and Ohene Agyapong has 49.9%. Flip the page, quick. And let's conclude it here. Now, the analysis is that a margin of just 0.18% is not a lead. It is a statistical tie. As I said, approximation to the next decimal was what I told you from my little mathematics in school. However, this tie is a profound victory for Kennedy. When the wide margin narrative is stripped away, what remains is the incontrovertible fact that Kennedy Ohene Agyapong has achieved near perfect parity with the former vice president within the party's core base. Now, this demonstrates an unparalleled level of acceptance and popularity, proving he is candidate who truly resonates with the delegates and the ordinary Ghanaian voter who matters most. Dash it away. Now they are trying to find X. Mathematics. The X factor. It's clear. This is what Musa Dankwa is saying. He's predicted, even the Akwetia elections, when everyone said NPP was going to win, he predicted statistically, forensically, that NDC was going to carry the day for some reasons, and boom, it happened. This is science. It's not magic. It's not kanjori. Bawumia has been running diarrhea for the past 2 days since this thing came out. We wish him a speedy recovery. It's the Black Pots, a.k.a. Kukushono. Now the big question is, can Kennedy do well in the 2028 election? It will depend so much on what Mahama does with the 24-hour economy, with the issue of corruption and galamsey. Whoever inherits Mahama will inherit his sins as well. And again, will inherit his glory. That is why we are making sure that Mahama does the best so the NPP can be in opposition forever. I don't like that party. To those of you who said, oh, he's supporting Kennedy. Yes, I support him against Bawumia. But when it comes to the main elections, I wish the NPP would be in opposition forever. I don't like them. And I've given my reasons. I'm entitled to them. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power.
Abusia, Black Rasta and Wakasa Nona. Black Rasta Wakasa say dear. And that's a woman say, Bribies baby. Because Black Rasta that I know, Nipa na watch rest 1G. I mean, yes, 1G, I mean, 1G prophecy currently. Because Nikasa much as a woman is a woman I is for, woman I are cron for, woman I bunipa fast buka tania dear. Na, Papa yetimi atinatano. I can't know what I blame him tassum and they are basing in penny brib into what tis a Kennedy. If you go Pimo Nassau said, this man, and to join the train. No, Oban also watch our a solid TV. We'll give you solid informations. Subscribe to a YouTube channel or like and sign, share my for from which to any event. Yeah, me, Musumfo, or the man come about and a coffee from Santiago.